Time now for our Sunrise Smart Start.
Well, today is Election Day. We're tracking all the local races from Monroe County Executive to Monroe County District Attorney. The polls opened at 6 o'clock this morning. They close at 9 o'clock tonight. We have a voter's guide for you online at rochesterfirst.com. Just check out your local election headquarters under the News tab and watch News 8 at 11 for updates.
One person has died after a crash in Wayne County. According to the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, 22-year-old Gerard Montalvo was driving west along 104 in Sodus just before 7 last night when his car crossed into the path of an oncoming vehicle. Montalvo was killed in that crash. The driver of the other car was treated at the scene.
A third person has been arrested in the fraud case surrounding the Rochester Housing Authority. Janice White, an executive secretary at the Housing Authority, is accused of fraud, conspiracy, and obstructing an investigation. Federal prosecutors say White billed the Rochester Housing Charities more than $87,000 for work that was never done. She could face up to 20 years in prison for each charge.
All right, Josh, Mother Nature casting a ballot for a little light rain and seasonable temps on this election day.
Definitely a little bit on the damp side here this morning, but it's not going to stay like that all day long. Later this afternoon, we'll see some breaks in the clouds. Some of the higher temperatures of the day, probably by midday before the actual cold front passes through Rochester, and that's when we'll be close to 50 degrees. Later this afternoon and especially this evening, those temperatures will come down significantly. Right now, pretty overcast again, and just a little bit of light rain, all courtesy of that slow-moving front. And again, once we get towards later this afternoon, I do anticipate a few breaks in the clouds, but also a brisk breeze and dropping temperatures.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching News 8 at Sunrise.
Our next update coming up in 25 minutes. CBS This Morning starts right now. As we finish, we leave you with some live voting. Get out and vote today and have a great election day.